Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for North Dakota Today as we prepare to say a final goodbye to Officer Cody Holte. It's a tough day for so many people here in the Valley, not only his family, as we know he was a husband, a father, a son, of course, a brother to so many in the law enforcement community. We are not going to forget his incredible service as he will be laid to rest today.
Served in the Guard as well. I mean, we've talked about this before, but just one of those people that had that servant leadership heart and clearly lived that out.
We are going to check in live. We have Abby Furchner up in Grand Forks as the community is preparing. We do know that the funeral service will be held at 1 o'clock at the Ralph Engelstad Arena, but things start before that. So can you kind of tell us, Abby, what's happening and how are people feeling up there today?
Yeah, good morning. It has definitely gotten more emotional throughout the morning. We just saw the Grand Forks Police Department line up here and walk in line all the way up to the main entrance and go inside. But like I said, you can see all their squad cars lined up right here, and they stood there for a little bit, and then just a few minutes ago, I want to say about 3-4 minutes ago, they all walked in line up to the Ralph Engelstad Arena and back inside. And I want to bring you over to this parking lot too on our side. This is public parking and it's already begin to fill up. At 10 o'clock, visitation starts and the public is welcome to join both the visitation and the funeral, but many of them are going to be coming right away at 10 a.m. inside. That goes until about noon today, the visitation does. So like I said, it's already starting to get busy here and it's definitely emotional. There's not a lot of chatter going on. It's been quiet for the most part as a lot of people are, honoring and paying their respects to fallen Officer Cody Holte. Like we said before when you guys were introing him, he was so well known in the community and was such a brother to the law enforcement and was so impactful in so many ways in this area. So he's definitely going to be remembered in many, many ways. And the community is just wanting to come and pay their respects and support their local law enforcement. I know last week we were outside of the memorial at the Grand Forks Police Department. And we stopped by there earlier this morning and it continues to grow. And so you can just tell that, local law enforcement is being surrounded by their community and other law enforcement agencies as well. I know many of them around the region are going to be making their way here today to support the Grand Forks Police Department and the Grand Forks agencies here. So they're going to be coming from all over. And I know too, UND Police Department and then the ND Highway Patrol, they're also going to be helping out in big ways today by taking those calls for service off of the department's backs right now while they're attending the funeral and attending the visitation right now. But it's very emotional. That's all I can really say. You can tell that there's a lot of sadness surrounding this day. It's going to be a tough day here in Grand Forks, but once again, that visitation is open to the public. It starts at 10 a.m. and then that funeral will begin at 1 p.m., which is also open to the public as well.
A very solemn scene there with all of the squad cars lined up. It's tough to see that, but of course, I also really think it's great to see the community rallying around. I know as she talked about the memorial growing, Abby has reported several times that people were lighting up their homes with blue lights at night to show their support as well. Just want to mention, as she did, the visitation starts at the Ralph at 10 to noon. I know I did read they want everyone in their seats and quiet by 12:30. The funeral does start at 1. The public is welcome, but if you don't make it to Grand Forks or make it to the Ralph, we're going to be carrying that funeral live on KVLY at 1 o'clock, also streaming it on our website, Valley News Live, as well. And then I think they're expecting the funeral to be wrapped up around 3 o'clock. And so at that point, we're going to see the procession again of the law enforcement. I believe there's a flyover, just a lot going on. As we're sad, we're also celebrating the life of Officer Holte as well.
These were very emotional to watch. I mean, it is seared in my brain watching the funeral of Officer Mosier and just the tears that we shed. And so if you get a chance today, please tune in here to Valley News Live at 1 o'clock and take this in and pay our respects to obviously an outstanding outstanding man. So, Abby, we got to wrap things up. We'll give you the last word. Anything else you want to add or share, please?
There is one thing I want to share. The procession is supposed to begin here after the funeral around 3:30. And so Lieutenant Derek Zimmel with the Grand Forks Police Department just wants to remind the community and drivers that that is going to be happening this afternoon. So just please respect that and make sure that you're not, weaving in and out of traffic during that procession or trying to go in during that time. So just be aware of it going on and make sure that you're respecting that.
Good reminder. Because, we don't want people, getting in the way just, by accident as well. And a couple quick notes I know as well. If you're going to attend the funeral today, no bags or backpacks, no weapons, no recording devices are just a few of the things that they're asking people to remember when they go in. And of course, we'll have team coverage throughout the day on Valley News Live as the Valley, the whole region, remembers and honors Officer Holty. Thank you, Abby. We'll be right back here on North Dakota Today.